What I look like giving up today when tomorrow might be the day I win.
Yeah. I'm a five-star concrete boy, sip tall talk, pull a bad bitch for a sawball. Yeah, pull up the sprites, 10 chains on, changing the lights, and we all keep it lit, we don't fight.
The next few days will be spent attempting to start a new business. This might get messy. So if you're looking for advice, might not be the video for you. However, if you want to see the journey, or if you're a fan of roller coasters, come along for the ride. Before we get the business right, we gotta get our body right, all right? I once read that a successful business needs a good mind, and a good mind needs a strong foundation, which is your body. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I literally just made that up. I don't know if someone actually said it, but I didn't read that shit anywhere. All that to say, I'm heading to the gym right now, not to build a strong foundation, but to be grown and sexy. And in the process, a strong foundation will be created. It's just two birds with one stone. Get busy. Workout has been completed, +1 stats to all attributes. We went to work, so now it's time to get paid.
Bro, we gotta go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
How you supposed to stay with that nigga in this economy?
Friends won't tell you I'm coming to you with honesty. I'm not trying to rub it in, but you gotta start again. Tell me when.
So I'm really just trying to get into the flow of things. There's a lot more planning than I initially had thought, but if you don't make a plan, that means you plan to fail. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row lined up nicely so that I can really hit the ground running once I start actually reaching out to some of my prospects and getting everything flowing. I found in my previous dealings and businesses, as well as my professional and personal life, that people will say no to you. But if you're thick-skinned and you don't get offended and you anticipate some of the reasons why you would get a no or some reservations, I feel like you could plan around that to give them more reasons to say yes. So that's kind of my approach right now is like, people are gonna say no to me, cool. If they're gonna say no to me, let's map out some reasons why those no's would exist, and then have a solution ready to go before they could even say no because of that. I don't think I've actually told you guys which business I'm starting. I don't know if I'm going to, not because I'm embarrassed or anything like that. I just don't know if it adds anything. It's more so like, come along for the ride. We're all working on something. It doesn't matter what you're working on. It's just we're all working on something. And even if you're not working on something actively, I'm sure you have a million ideas in your head where you're just like, yo, I'm gonna get this off the ground and running eventually. You might be waiting for that perfect moment. It doesn't exist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whatever the reason or whatever brought you here, let's get to work. I would say we've had a productive day overall. There's still so much for me to do. There's always gonna be a lot. It's just like every time I get one thing done, it just opens the door to another task and another task and another task. It's kind of just what I'm battling. I'm gonna take it on the chin, pause if necessary. Tomorrow, we just gotta fight through the distractions.
It was in The Irishman? What?
Absolutely bullshitting for far too long and letting the distractions kick my ass. Finally was able to go and put some pain in. I actually did a fair bit of work which I'm happy about. The distractions just keep piling up because I do have other obligations. I did have plans for the evening, so the work sesh is getting cut short a little bit. I feel like when you're on this journey, you really can't be letting things distract you. Like that, it's discipline, and discipline isn't like it's not like a motivational thing. It's more like an everyday like mindset sort of thing, and just choosing whatever you're pouring into day in and day out.
I was in need. I remember a long time ago. I remember a long time ago.
Good morning. I actually got my day started way too late. I'm actually really disappointed. This is like the latest I've started my day in weeks, just because I had a really late night yesterday. That kind of goes back into the whole discipline thing. The whole time I'm out, I'm thinking, oh my God, I need to get home because I gotta go to sleep, because I gotta be up at a certain time, because I gotta hit the gym, and I gotta get to work, and I'm not perfect, far from. This is not like an example of like perfectly get your business up off the ground and just start sprinting with it. I'm gonna make hiccups, and discipline is something that I've always struggled with, completely being honest with you. This is no different. I was like literally like getting anxious. I was like, fuck, I gotta go home, I gotta go home, gotta go home. Well, at the same time, not trying to kill the vibe. Regardless, we still have work to do and we're still gonna get it done. Fuck it, let's go for it. Mission complete. Now I'm looking like a treat, you feel me? We done put that paint in, so now it's time to go get paid. I have a ton of like actionable items I need to get completed, so that's more or less the focus right now, and just kind of locking in and just picking up the slack and so some of the things that needed to be tightened up. I wouldn't really call it slack, but some of the areas that just needed to be tightened up with my plan overall, because I'm reaching out to the clients and prospecting and doing that stuff, but I'm still very much in the planning stage. If you don't have a plan, there's nothing for you to execute. Obviously, you're just running around with your head chopped off, so that's not the vibe that we're going for at the moment. Trying to put together like everything correctly. And them boys hit me with a 40 ball on the parking ticket, bruh. That matcha ended up being mad fucking expensive, bro. Tight. I'm pissed. I'm mad as shit. Yo, that's like a $60 matcha now. I'm pissed. Oh my God. Ugh. Fuck it, bro. Let's go get some food. I feel like the last few days have taught me I don't even know what I don't know. Let me start by saying is I've had businesses before. I've ran businesses, ones that have turned a profit, ones that have failed miserably as well. So this is not my first crack at starting something new. This is like a lot different in nature from other businesses that I have tried to make a run at. The other ones, for the most part, with the exception of one, have been very passive in nature. I just have to set something up and then damn near automatic. This is a lot more time consuming, me putting hours in and doing like technical work for clientele. So, and because this specific service has to do directly with my skill, the rejection, though I know it's a part of business, you're always gonna get no's, they just hit a little harder, they cut a little deeper. It's an ego check, but it's just like, damn, I just gotta get better. I don't really have another choice besides I need to get better. I'm working on that. That I achieved some of the goals that I had for this week, and I completely failed and fucked up on some of them. So that's like the honest to goodness truth. I know I gotta work on discipline and consistency, and that's always gonna be true. Really and truly, I just want to show you what my days were like, and clearly they're not perfect. But one thing I'm going to do is get to fucking work.